Well, hi there, and welcome to Industrial B2B Marketing. My name's Jamie Wade, and I'm the Director of Wade Business Media. So, I want to talk about something today that's it's getting a lot of publicity. It's becoming almost a cliche, but it's content marketing, and I guess there's a lot of buzz around content marketing. A lot of people see it as, I guess, the new generation of marketing, and so I want to sort of talk a little about, well, what is it? Why use content marketing? How to develop effective content for a content marketing campaign, and also what works and what doesn't. Now, I guess to sort of take the view from 30,000 feet, well, what is content marketing? Content marketing is essentially positioning yourself, I guess, as a thought leader about a particular subject matter. So, for example, if your company supplies industrial pumps, pipes, valves, or you're an engineering contractor specialising in pipeline maintenance or whatever it might be, then content marketing is a very effective way of communicating to the end user what your solutions do and how it's all about education. It's about providing advice and guidance for end users, and that's really important. It's not about, I'll emphasize this, it is not about selling. Okay, it is not a hard sell. So you have to be providing information of value to the end user, information that's going to enable them to think or rethink about how they're doing things in terms of productivity and efficiency gains. So, why use content marketing? Well, content marketing is something that cuts through a lot of the marketing clutter out there. I mean, what content marketing does, and I guess why you would use it, is if you want to promote yourself or your company as a specialist in a particular area, particularly if you're operating in a market where there are a lot of Me Too's or a lot of competitors. So it is a very effective way, if it's done correctly, it's a very effective way of communicating to end users what you do and what separates you from the competitors in the market. So how do you develop effective content for a content marketing campaign? Well, look, there's a whole variety of topics that you can explore when you're looking at content marketing, but an obvious one is trends and developments in your industry. Other things could be talking about a topical interest or a hot button issue. That could be related to, if you're talking in an industrial context, safety, the environment, reducing your footprint on the environment. But generally there are three things I find in my experience and in my career that always register with end users of industrial equipment and services. Anything to do with productivity gains, efficiency gains, and safety gains. If you can focus or talk about those three things, you're well on the way to having some engaging content. But it's very important when you're putting your content together that you avoid any commercial kind of language, any hyperbole, and cut the bullshit, all right? Make sure that when you're making statements that you can back them up and support them. Use facts and figures, okay? Because the end users, they are an educated audience, they are engineers, and they are not morons, and they know when they're being sold to. So make sure that your content is very tight, focuses on facts and figures and evidence. Case studies are an absolutely brilliant way of using or way of actually using content marketing. Probably the most effective, at least from the research that's been done. New product launches, got to be a little bit careful about that you don't get too commercial, but it can be done. Other topics could be just talking about, I guess, how to optimise the efficiency of a variable speed drive and a pump or the like. So, look, there's a whole lot of things, but the key thing is providing value and education. Okay, so it's really, you've got to be, the content's got to be editorial in nature and not commercial in nature. So what works and what doesn't? Well, I can tell you what doesn't work with content marketing, and that's anything that's got an overtly commercial tone. So if you're out there, it comes across that you're spruiking a product and it's the world's best revolutionary widget or whatever, people just switch off. So make sure that it really is focusing on some, educational value. Case studies, as I mentioned earlier, always get a big tick and always are very engaging. Things like top 10, top 10 things to consider about freight forwarding services, or 5 things you didn't know about engineering and fabrication design for a processing plant. Look, there's a whole lot of things that you can do that can topics that you can focus on, but avoid general things. The thing you absolutely want to avoid, company profiles. Nobody's interested. I'm sorry to say, nobody's interested about your company. People are only interested in what your company can do for them in terms of increasing productivity, efficiency and safety. So look, there it is, a brief overview in terms of what content marketing is, why you should use it, how to develop effective content, what works and what doesn't.